Hey guys, how's it going? It's Power Gaming 8590 here. Today we're going to be taking a look at a newly released verified creation called the Scrapyard Workshop by Kaoru Satu, I think is how you pronounce it. And this costs 300 in-game creation credits, and it is available on PC and Xbox. So what this creation does is adds in 60 plus scrapyard themed items to the workshop, which includes vendors, furniture, building pieces, etc., etc. Now, there are a lot of items added, so I did go ahead and turn on God mode, so that way we could go ahead and craft anything we want to take a closer look at and get a better idea as to what all is added. Now, there is one note I do want to say. I guess there is a car that swings on a crane. The crane itself has a hitbox. The car does not, because I guess it was bugging things out. So that is not a bug. That is a feature. So we're going to go ahead, let's get the workshop menu pulled up and get started taking a look. So it looks like our first category to look at is going to be furniture and then chairs. So as we are making our way over to these scrappy chairs, if you do enjoy Fallout 4 modding content, do feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate any and all support. Alright, so I'm assuming it's going to be at the end. I kind of wish it was in its own menu. That's something I prefer with them. Okay, I think we're there. There we go. So we've got some tires you can sit on. A stool made of tires. A clean fusion flea couch. A regular fusion flea. I kind of like that. That looks like it's scrapped up and, well, pulled straight out of a junkyard. Looks junky. I like it. So yeah, we've got some couches here out of some cars. Alright, let's keep going. See if we got anything else. So we don't. So let's go ahead. We'll place some down to take a closer look. We'll place one of each. So we have the fusion flea in a couple different colors. We'll place the clean one. And then these tire stools. Oh, wait, some car seats. Okay, I missed some. So we've got some car seats and a bus seat we can use to park our butt cheeks on after doing a hard day of scavenging in the wasteland. Alright, so that appears to be all of our chairs that are included. So overall, those look pretty good. We'll take a closer look after we finish crafting everything and taking a peek at it. Now our next thing to look at is under furniture and tables. So I'm going to go a little slower since I did miss some stuff the first time scrolling through the chairs menu. I don't want to do that again. There we go. Okay, so we got a tailfin counter. That's pretty cool. Another one. Okay, so this comes with a clean version as well. So let's go ahead, we'll place a clean version. We already have that. So cabinet. Engine block table. I like that. That's pretty good looking. Alright, any other tables before we take a closer look? Alright, so that seems to be it for tables. So we got basically the bumper of a tailfin and some boards across it to make a makeshift counter. So you could stand behind it, sell some stuff. And an engine block with a grate. That would be a good cooking station. Like a little fire coming out the top of it with a grate. That would be cool. Anywho, I'm getting distracted. We'll again take a much closer look once we're done crafting all of the available items. So now this says next stuff is in decorations, under wall decorations, and then miscellaneous. So we've got a basketball hoop. That is not part of it. Okay, here we go. So we got a door. So we'll hang that. Another door. Another one. Another one. Alright, I think that's enough doors. So we got several different colors and shapes of doors. Some hoods. A couple different colors of hoods. As well as different shapes. It's pretty neat. Alright, that is vanilla. Is it? Oh, that's Creation Club, I think. Okay. So there we go. So a couple of new wall decorations, some hoods and some doors you can hang up around your settlement to decorate it. Those would fit in well building Red Rocket, or if you have a modded settlement that has a garage in it. Basically anything that has something you would possibly want to work on a vehicle in, or just have a garage in general. That would be useful. Now, we also have some under just miscellaneous decorations to take a look at. Okay, so ignore the big MT boxes. Those are from the Saturnite pack. Not from this. Alright, let's keep scrolling. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's a Saturnite bar from the other one. Okay, here we go. The truck bed. So you can build... It looks more like a trailer than a bed, but several different colors of truck beds. It's always neat. And just some random junk parts. Here, we'll set them kind of like they're leaning up against that car. And comes with several different combinations, it looks like, and colors to suit your various needs. In different shapes. I like it. Ooh, some tires. Tire decoration will be useful. Alright, so that's what we got for that. I like that tire pile. That'll be useful in more than one type of settlement builder area. Because a pile of random tires, just random junk laying around, that's a good decoration. I like that. That is what we are looking for. Which is awesome. So far, I'm very happy with this one coming with the items that it has. But again, we'll take a closer look once everything is built. Now, the next thing we have are the containers. So these are going to be located under furniture and containers. And we'll just have to take a look for when we come across them. Sure, there will be several of them. Alright, so we got a cargo van stash box. Oh, it's like dressed up like it's like a gun truck of some kind. Then a regular looking one. A fusion flea. Several different colors. A trailer full of junk. Wait, so it's a truck bed when it's there, but it's a trailer full of junk when it has stuff in the back. Interesting. Do these come with any different... They do. Okay, so you get a couple different options for different layouts of garbage. I like that. That lets you put some variety in it. I'm wondering why this won't sit flush to the ground. I wonder if there's supposed to be some blocks underneath it that aren't present. Because it will not settle onto the ground like at all. That is about the closest I can get it to settle on the ground. I bet that's supposed to have blocks like the fusion flea does. That's my guess. I'm not certain though. I could just be using it wrong. Could be user error. Anywho. Alright, now for the resources, because this comes with resources as well. They are going to be located under power and generators. This has some new generators for us. Got a fusion flea that can be used as a generator. Couple different colors there. And that looks to be about it. So 2 different color of fusion flea generators. I just did the exact same one twice. There we go, and the red one. So that's interesting. You can use a car to power your settlement. Or you can use it as storage. Now the next one is going to be under miscellaneous resources. So let's head over to our resources tab, over to miscellaneous, and take a look. Let's see. Okay, so we got a power armor rig. Fumingus blowtorch. Interesting. Oh, it comes with several different colors of power armor. Neat. Let's see, it generates 10 steel once a day with a 50% chance for plastic. So you either get 10 steel or 10 plastic. Interesting. So these are going to give you different resources. I like that. It's a different way to get scrap and various resources other than scavenging them or the vanilla scavenging station, which is not the best, but it's a job for settlers to do. Alright, so we've got a sedan. Looks like we got a taxi and a regular skin. We'll stick that there, right in the middle of that pole. And I didn't look. That is 25 steel once a day with a chance to add other components. Okay, so that's a guaranteed income of 25 steel. And possibly some other stuff. Whereas the smaller power armor station is 10 steel or 10 plastic. Interesting. Okay, so we got a sports car next. 25 aluminum with a chance for other. That is really good. Holy crap, 50 aluminum to craft? That is a lot of resources. But 25 aluminum is really good. In 2 days, you get back what you put into it. I view that as an absolute win. And that's what we got under the resources. Now, moving on to the stores. This does come with a couple new stores. So the first one we're going to look at is weapons. This comes with a new weapon stand. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, I can't show it unless I get bottle caps. Okay, well, let's fix that. Let's get some caps. There we go. 50,000 should help. 50 Gs should be plenty. There we go. And it does not require local leader, so you can just build this. As long as you have 1,800 caps and the necessary stuff. But that's pretty neat, and I was right. That is a weapons truck that it is based off of. I like that. And that's just, yeah, your standard weapons vendor. We also have a new bar put into the game. Wait, why is it saying I don't have enough caps? I just added a whole bunch of caps. Okay, apparently I don't have caps. There, let's try that now. We have 100,000 caps. 99... Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me build it, but there's a new bar. Oh, I need perks. That's why. I'm stupid. Anywho, moving on after that blunder. And there are also several new building pieces. So taking a look at those, they are under structures, metal, miscellaneous. So we've got a crane with a swinging car of various colors. We have some fences that are nice and scrappy looking, which are always welcome. Does not look like they are snappable, so you're going to have to do it manually. A wall of junk cars. A junk car cube. That's a sign that says scrapyard. I don't know why it's saying it's a junk cube. That is not a cube. That is a sign. I'm assuming that's a bug. And a ramp of a junk cube. And there we go. So there are all the items. Let's go take a closer look at some of them and how they function. Let's sit on the Fusion Fleet couch and take a peek. Functions like any other couch. I want to see how these tire stacks work. Is it just a stool? Okay, so it functions like a regular chair. I was curious if it would have any kind of custom animation. What about the stool? Same thing, functions just like the vanilla stools, but with a fancy skin. I don't know why our character just tried to grab a table that doesn't exist. So these, I imagine, are going to work the same as a regular bench. We'll come over, we'll take a closer look at the doors. And the hoods are hanging up here. Pretty standard, just regular old car part. This table that I really think should have been a cooking station with a little fire coming up out of it. But I digress. Probably couldn't do that, though, with the ropes. The ropes would catch on fire. Now, the truck beds are pretty epic. Some nice scrap. Same with these junk wall pieces. Not junk wall, but these pieces. You know what I'm trying to say. They're pretty epic. I like them. They're a good use in the tire pile that is useful everywhere. Now, we can't interact. Whoa. I think I found some clipping. Maybe that has to do with the way the settlers interact with them. I'm guessing they probably walk around back and kneel down behind like they're working on it. That's my guess as to why that's not solid. Now, the trailer with junk is pretty epic. Several of them in different colors and varieties. Now, moving on here to look at the generators. Oh, yeah, the Fusion Flea stash box. It's just one of the scrap cars on some bricks you can store stuff in. Now, these function what appears to be just like generators. Can I link them? I want to see where the wire comes. Okay, so the connector point is, for your wires, is the little... I think that's where the fusion core goes, or whatever these run on. I can't remember. I'm tired. Anywho, now we have the scrapyard sign, which is pretty cool. I like the design of it. I don't know how useful it would be for me. I'm more interested in the decorations personally, but this is a very well-made sign. We've got several basic barrier stuff, some cubes. You could build like some steps possibly. Can we walk up that? Yeah. I have to give a little hop to get up on it. Could be I'm a little uneven with the ground, but that'll let you there, and you can build walls of scrap cars to surround your settlement. We have the cargo van stash box. This one, I like the design of it, but it seems really hard to make it look like it's sitting on the ground. I wonder. Can we? Yeah. I don't know. I would have to tinker with it more. And we got the fences, which are always nice. More fences are cool. Gives you some more variety to work with. I'll never turn down more fences. Now, some of those scrap cars. We've got this one here, which just a car sitting up on some blocks and whatnot, and random junk to go with it. But new materials are always welcome. Can we walk on this one? Again, a little hop and you can get up. And then the sports car. That'll give you a bunch of aluminum, which is very good. And then we'll take a look at the new vendor. One of them, because we couldn't craft the other one because I don't have a bunch of perks. So I imagine the guy stands probably around in here and functions like any other weapons merchant. But this one doesn't require you to have any perks, so it'll give you immediate access to a weapon vendor, which is pretty epic. Then we have the crane with the car hanging, which is cool. Just to show, there is no collision with the vehicle, so you cannot crash your game or bug it out. I'm assuming that's why. But again, that's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm shooting at it. There's no collision. But that there is all of the settlement items. Well, one of each. There's a variety of colors for each one to suit your various needs. But my thoughts on this one. So I do like that it comes with several different items, as well as a few decorations that are all usable and relatively generic. There's a couple that are a little more themed, but this will fit anywhere with a garage. The tires will fit in pretty much any settlement. Same with the power armor scavenging station, or even the car ones, because it would make sense to have a vehicle that you're scrapping down and tearing parts out of. The seats and benches and tables all work, because again, they're scrappy, salvaged. Not savaged, salvaged. Oh, good grief, I can't speak today. Anywho. Then you got the doors, again, scrappy, salvaged decorations that all fit the general theme of Fallout. So overall, I'm going to give this one I'm going to give it a good 4 out of 5 stars. It comes with pretty much a little bit of everything, and you really can't go wrong getting it. Outside of a couple of the settlement objects, I'm not sure how well they would fit in with every settlement. Most of the stuff is generic enough to work, which makes it just work. Anywho, if you did enjoy the video, do feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!